Hello everyone, welcome to another Hitman video. Today I was able to get through Bangkok in under 3 minutes, through crazy shots and a bunch of trespassing. This will be the last Hitman video for a little bit while I beat some more levels in under 3 minutes. But in the meantime, I will be playing other games of your choice, so let me know, what you want to see in the comments. I will explain what I did along the way as usual, so without further ado, enjoy the video. Alright, so here I am loading into Bangkok for the first time in this video. Here I had absolutely no idea what I was doing. I was more kind of just getting a feel for the level. So what I did was I immediately ran up the stairs and into the building, as you would, because both targets are actually in this building, believe it or not. I do take the civilized route and I ask this guy for my keycard. Thank you. Usually it takes like 3 years to get the keycard because like I'm trying to reach over the counter for it and it just doesn't like work. Like the triangle thing won't pick up, but anyway, this time it did. So I went up the right hand stairs and up 2 floors to get to my room. Yeah, and in my room, I don't know what I did. Let's see. So I discovered the phone. I discovered that I could call the maintenance, Like, look at this guy, so direct. The minibar has not been replenished. Shoot at once. Anyway, so after I do that, we're going to see these 2, like, dudes coming into my room. Pause. And they're going to come and supposedly fill the minibar for me. However, I'm just here to take their clothes. Yep, and then he gets a little bit scared and he goes, oh no, but I take his clothes nonetheless, and now, looking fresh, I can access more levels of the hotel. However, I decided to go downstairs.
Did you check for laundry on the 3rd floor?
Oh yeah, I remember this shot. Guys, you gotta see this. Look at this shot. It's absolutely incredible. Watch this. Wow. What a shot. Anyway, so after that, I just turn around, go back up the stairs, and, act like nothing happened. This is my job after all. I have to do it. I have no choice. I just go back into my room with the key card to get my normal clothes on. Interesting. And then those 2 guys, they're right there. They're looking at me, and they're like, yo, you've got bodies in your room. So I have to go in there, close the door, and just knock them out. Which was kind of convenient, because now I do get, more disguise. Like, this security guy outfit, it's a lot higher up than the waitress outfit, or the waiter outfit, right? So I dragged them into my room so nobody else comes and sees them. And that's going to be my 3rd clothes change in 3 minutes, or something like that. Anyway, with my new outfit change, I pick up a gun. Interesting. Honestly, guys, these first runs are just here for you to see the progression of how I kind of started off and what I was doing in the first kind of, seeing what I could do. So I do hide from those kind of enforcer dudes. Yeah, I'm gonna be completely honest. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Siren goes off. Not great. Decide to pull out my gun though. And then put it away. So okay. So I kind of just like stood, walked into the wall trying not to get seen, got seen, and knocked out a woman. This is the type of content you're here for, ladies and gentlemen. I was trying to knock that guy out because I thought he was still awake, but I just kind of kept pressing square for no reason. I must look like an absolute weirdo to everybody else in the hotel right now because I'm just kind of dancing on the stairs. But it's just normal. It's normal. I do go in here looking for a disguise, I think, which will let me get up to the next floor without trespassing. However, I'm in the wrong room. Interesting. I just knock out a woman for no reason. Don't know what the plan was there. I'm gonna be totally honest with you. However, I do go and knock out this guard. Yep, Ladies and gentlemen, this run is absolutely disastrous. Absolutely disastrous. What did I say? I might just speed this part up, you know? Like, I'm just gonna speed it up until all this shenanigans stops, kinda. I don't know what's happening, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let's fast forward a little bit, guys. Where did the disguise come from?
Hey, hello? Hello? Snap out of it. I like your face. Snap that way. Hey, stand still. Oh, shit.
Alright, so here, I finally, you know, here I am. I finally found my way up to, what's his name? Jordan Cross. And there he goes. And I do decide to just stand in front of the murder scene for a little bit before running off, just admiring my work as a hitman. As you can see, I am very professional. I do then take no time getting out of there, heading down the stairs, and make my way to the exit. I'm also going to speed up this part. I swear the next one isn't as bad as this one. Alright, so here we are running past the two guards and making it to the end of the level. That was atrocious, ladies and gentlemen, and a lot of random violence against the waitresses for some reason. I honestly couldn't tell you what just happened, but the next one is a lot better, so here it is. Yep, so I apologize for that ice overrun, but this next one is better. Still not good, but better. I had at least some idea of what to do, but the idea of what to do was kind of bad. Let's see anyway. Alright, so here we are loading into Bangkok once again, and we are going to, you know, use the exact same strategy as last time, which is just head straight up those stairs. After we get up the stairs, we're gonna go to our friend over here, Ken Morgan, our little buddy. We're going to find him standing with like his bodyguard in this kind of like shielded area, and I found out that if I just kind of stood over here and shot him, then I would be chill, you know, no problems. That's it. Yep, so there he is, and they are searching for me, so I decide to take a kind of weird way to run into the garden shed, and I kind of just stay in here. I do try and, bro, more of the waitress violence. Bro, I don't know what the hell I was doing anyway. I was hoping to get the disguise, but then I realized I was a male, not a female, so I couldn't wear it. So I get this hammer, hoping to knock out some guards that are shooting at me. This is crazy, right? I'm hiding in a shed for dear life, and the entire army of Thailand is shooting at me, right? So here I am, hiding in the shed, hammer in hand, and they all just decide to leave me. What an incredible thing. That guy does come back though. So I'm just hiding behind these crates, getting shot at. I don't know what's going on here. This isn't very good. Take hammer, buddy. I remembered my Paris instincts, you know, and I brought back the hammer. You love to see it, the hammer. And so I go knock out this guy. Take a hammer, buddy. And I get his disguise. Now everybody outside is so dumb that they don't realize the guy who just ran out of the, you know, the hut, which has 3,000 bullet holes in it now, is the guy who just shot Ken Morgan. Anyway, so I'm gonna stroll up onto the entrance of the hotel like absolutely nothing just happened, and this time I do not get my this time I do not get my keycard, and I dodge the enforcer. In order to go for Jordan Cross faster this time, I did come in with a disguise, which is pretty smart of me, right? They both recognize me, and I just head on up the stairs. I am still not trespassing. How incredible. As you can see, this run is a lot more thought out and good than the last run. However, I get a little bit scared of a little trespassing, and I go over here. I hop over this, like, crate thing, and I find out that there was a disguise in here that I could get access to the second floor. So I just knocked this guy out, take a hammer, buddy, and I put on his clothes. It's don't you ever think it's kind of weird how every single like clothes just fits the Hitman like perfectly? Like, anyway, I take a coin. I'm scared of a little bit of an enforcer right there. I don't know why. but I could have just run past her, which I did there with the little cheeky coin, and I head up. So this is the same floor as Jordan is on, and that guy caught me crouching on the stairs for some reason. So I chuck a cheeky coin and run past while he's not looking. I don't know why I was so afraid of the enforcers this run. However, you go into the kitchen, you go out the double doors, and you go out the second pair of double doors, and then you're gonna see like an upstairs. And I went up the stairs. This is where our target Jordan Cross is, and I just shoot him through the glass. Incredible. And from here, it is just a straight run to the exit. It's great, honestly. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. That is Bangkok in 4 minutes and 40 seconds. It was good, but I was almost sentenced to death by a firing squad, so let's just move on to the next one. It is the best one of them all. I can't wait for you guys to see it. Alright guys, so a little bit of backstory as I load in here. This morning I literally just turned on my PS5 to try and get Bangkok in under 3 minutes, and this was the very first run. So here I do watch the cutscene right up until a specific sentence because I find out that I don't have to wait for Ken Morgan, I think his name is. I keep forgetting. I don't have to wait for him to walk, so it makes my time less because I found a position where I can just shoot him from right in the beginning, and I can't wait for you guys to see it. Yeah, so I cut her off mid-sentence. I do the same thing as last time, which is run up the stairs. But here, instead of going into the main place, I go to the side and I sit like in front of this bush. And when you turn it on your like secret vision, or I don't know what it's called, but here you can see you coming in, and there you go. That's your first target down. It's been 20 seconds. Then what I did was I ran straight into the building, past the check-in. Who needs to check in, you know, when you're a hitman? So what I did this run was no disguise. I just ran straight past these guys. Now trust me, you might think, won't you just get shot for trespassing? Yeah, that's right. However, if whoa. I managed to make it up in, yo, holy moly, I forgot how to speak English. Anyway, I did manage to make it up 2 floors without getting shot, and I made it straight in here and got disguise as you saw last run. So there is, I think that's the only close change in this entire run, which is quite convenient. And then you can see all these guys running. You've got to dodge them like you're driving the opposite way on the road. And then you're gonna go up the stairs. See, you're not trespassing anymore. How convenient is that? This run was when everybody was like alerted, so I just ran through here and went up the stairs, and your second guy, Jordan Cross, is going to be right here.
That is Jordan Cross, revered and reviled in equal.
And with that, 1 minute and 30 seconds into the level, we have killed both targets, and from here it is just a clear run to the exit. I was so shocked how I did this on the first run. Especially, I thought it was going to take me like a long while to actually get it, you know, semi-fast, like under 3 minutes. But first run, what can I say, you know? I guess I was pretty lucky. But here I am just leaving Bangkok for the last time this video. That boat exit is locked, so I had to, well, it's not like it's any different to the other runs. I did go to the, you know, right and go through the like I did go through the same exit all 3 runs, but usually I'd go out the boat exit because it's a little bit faster. But here I am just running to the exit, calling it a day. I'm pretty excited because I know this is going to be pretty fast, but I didn't expect it to be this fast. Run past the camera, run past the guard, and ladies and gentlemen, that is Bangkok in 2 minutes and 27 seconds. You heard it right. Bangkok in 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 27 seconds. Thank you guys so very much for watching this video. Please leave a comment down below on what you want to see next. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.